This is Nick,
And this is Ethan.
and this is MetalSquidTheater. It's a new review show where we review albums, obviously.
Of our choice.
Yes, of our choice. We can choose, that'll be the problem.
Yeah, obvious. And we'd like to thank other metal review shows, such as Weekly Metal Reviews, that's one of my favorites, and other ones like
Absent Productions, Mr. Cannibal Sport, Count Blaggerith, and Cover Killer Nation.
Alright, so today we're both going to review each of our favorite death metal albums. He'll present his first.
Mine is Planetary Duality by the Faceless.
I actually chose Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel. I meant Morbid Angel, because they're one of my favorite metal bands, death metal bands even. Kind of torn between them and death. And I just like the older style of metal.
Yeah, I'm the modern guy, even though I'm the guy that looks old school. Okay, so our first review is going to be my choice, Planetary Duality by the Faceless. This album, I don't really review music that well, so I don't know why I'm making. I don't know what this was my idea, but
Great idea. Thought of this yesterday.
yeah, I listened to the album in its entirety twice today, and I mean it's mind blowing every time I listen to it. Such technicality in the guitar playing and the drumming. Vocally, it's very good. The growling is great. Just really sounds. There's not really a way to describe it. I mean, it's not your average like death metal. You got your low guttural, like dark and evil. They don't sound.
Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, they don't sound like that. They're still really low, but they just don't have that sinister quality. They're kind of. It's hard to explain, but I guess you'd call it like bestial. Like I don't know. But they're really good, and I like them. And of course, the guitar playing is excellent. The drumming. I know in Count Blagger's review. Well, it wasn't his review. It was his review of Autotheism, their newest album. He said he didn't like the drumming. I can really see where he's coming from, but personally, I disagree. I actually really like drums that sound really clicky. It gives it. Where you go? Gives them kind of a techie sound. I don't know. I think it really fits with the whole outer space theme of the album, and just the concepts that are explored.
Oh yeah, never mind.
And
Alright, forget that. Looking for something.
whatever.
Yeah.
And the clean vocals, which yes, there are clean vocals in some points. Not many, but it's really good. I really enjoy the clean vocals, and there's even some vocoded vocals, which remind me of one of my other favorite bands, Cynic. I don't know if you've ever heard of Cynic, but I am a huge fan of Cynic. And a lot of moments on this album are very reminiscent of Cynic, whether it be the vocoded vocals or the small jazz influenced sections of it, which I'm a huge jazz fan. I really like that with this album they kind of put in some jazzy elements in certain parts, primarily in, I want to say, I believe the song is called Sons of Belial, or something like that. I'm not an expert on track names, especially when it comes to this kind of thing, because just this, I mean, it makes it sound like I think it's repetitive, but I don't think it's repetitive. Oh, I suppose a lot of the sounds presented on the songs are very similar, but I think that just comes with the territory, and technicality is all going to sound similar. It just all sounds kind of like sweepy and all over the place, and it's not a bad thing per se, and like it's all good. So even if it sounds similar at certain parts, I mean, it deserves to be checked out. And are we gonna rate these? You think?
No, if you want. But speaking of him saying about it being good, it's pretty much almost impossible for a metal album to not be good, whether you like it or not. I mean, that's completely opinion based.
Well, unless it's like asking Alexandria. Yeah, but that's different. We don't bash other people's
Yeah,
metal
yeah.
opinions. So
No offense if you like
you
that.
like asking Alexandria, we love you. Even though we don't, because my best friend likes asking Alexandria, so it's okay. Anyway, if I have to rate this, I'd have to give it probably, um, probably a 9 out of 10, because I think that while it's really a really solid, really good album, I mean, it's my favorite. Well, you'll see. It's not really. It got beaten out by something that came out recently, so it's not actually my favorite death metal album ever now, but we'll have that review coming up soon.
Very soon.
What is your choice of reviewing again? I seem to have forgotten.
Okay, don't even talk like that. As you all know, I chose Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Zach Martin, love that kid. Anyways, the reason why I pick it as my favorite album, I think my favorite death metal band is actually Death, but as far as the single album itself, Altars of Madness is just pure amazing. Like, I can listen. I'm one of those guys who has tons of CDs and music where I can't listen to the same thing too many times, but I can listen to that album a lot. But the reason why the reason why I like it so much is because it's very different and unique, and it's older. It's like he said earlier, a lot of death metal does a lot of the deep growling. What do you call it? Like Cannibal Corpse like
Guttural.
stuff. Which I like Cannibal Corpse.
Guttural.
Yeah, guttural vocals where.
Call it guttural.
Yeah, I guess. But Altars of Madness, what it does is it's got more of a higher pitched, faster, more clean, I guess, vocal, but still very heavy. And like I said, Blessed Are the Sick and Covenant and all those other Morbid Angel albums are good, but nothing beats Altars of Madness. I think my favorite song on it is Lord of All Fevers and Plagues. How it's so fast and quick, and Immortal Rites is an amazing opening, and just the whole thing in general is amazing. But I would definitely recommend it to you, and especially if you're not into death metal, it's a good starter one if you want to try and get into it. Like I said, I like early death metal. A lot of the lyrics on it like to talk about like Satanism and dark stuff like that, and for some reason I don't know why things like that attract me. Like I like a lot of Slayer stuff too, but I'm not a devil worshiper or anything. Just the topic interests me a lot. So that's basically my review on it, and if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it, like he said on his album, I'd give it a 9 because no album is perfect really, as good as some can be. There are even songs on, yeah.
No, the only perfect albums are Periphery's albums.
Okay, Periphery. Anyways.
Periphery's my favorite band, if you don't know.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 out of 10, especially the fact that I still don't know quite every song on it, but maybe like one or two I don't. But if you get the special edition CD, it comes with a DVD where they perform it live, and that's just amazing too. Like, they sound great live, they sound great recorded, studio, everything. So, we hope you enjoyed our first review. We'd like to thank all the other metal reviews shows. You're a big inspiration to us, and we just decided to carry out our own. Hopefully, you'll be hearing from us again soon, and we hope you enjoyed.